Welcome to our Devos this week. We are talking about the importance of persisting. Persist. How often do we give up? How often do we let go of the things that matter most to us because the road gets difficult? Well, this week we want to offer you some encouragement to make sure that you stay on the path that God has for you. And the first principle of staying on that path is simple. Don't tap out early. That's a sports term for mixed martial arts. Whenever somebody's in a chokehold and they'll tap their arm, tapping out early. It's interesting that so many people, when they face what it is that they're doing and trying to move forward with their goals and move forward with the things that God has placed in their hearts, they tap out early. They give up before the victory is reached. And this happens all the time. This happens in careers. This happens in education. This happens in our relationships where we tend to tap out early. We tend to put ourselves in a place where we give up easily. The sad part about this is we all know someone who represents this ideology. There are people that you meet and they are in their 60s, but they actually quit living their lives in their 40s because they went through something. They had trouble with something. Pastor Mike and I, we're working on a series for the fall called Overcoming. And we're talking about this very subject that so many people, what happens is when they reach a certain point, they have something happen to them or they fail a part of the journey and they give up completely. They give up on believing that God can and wants to bless them. So we want to encourage you not to tap out early. The Apostle Paul said this as he was heading out to his death. He said this to Timothy. Now, how cool would it be if we could say these words? He wrote this to Timothy in 2 Timothy chapter 4, verse 7. He says, I have fought the good fight. I have finished the race, and I have kept the faith. So infrequently can we say that. So infrequently can we say that we know that we've reached the end. We know that we did the best we could. I want to live a life where when I get to the end of it, there's nothing left in the tank. I've done everything that God wanted me to do. I've served and loved my family. I have strived to be a pastor that God has called me to be. I've given myself, I've sacrificed of myself for the sake of the things that God wants. And that when I reach the end of my life, I want to be able to say that I have done the best I could. I have run my race. I have finished the course. It's over. That's your goal. Don't tap out. Right now, some of you are on the edge of quitting. You are on the edge of giving up when God has already told you that you are going to do something, that you are going to surpass. Your goal right now is just to stay put. Don't give up. Don't tap out early.